All right, Ron is our chair of the trustees, and he's going to talk about trustee stuff.
Hello, I did become a head trustee a couple months back. Bill decided that he didn't want to allow me to do that. A lot of work for him and his health and stuff. And from what we've done as trustees, I really don't know what's going on last month or so, but I understand we had a lot of storage container. In that storage container, Rick Keisher had got some shelves and he moved all the stuff out of the storage room in there with some help. We had a neighbor complain about a tree in the back that had been cut down. And the guy at my work had a grandmother that needed some wood, so we come out here yesterday morning. We got 2 truckloads of wood out of all that pile, so we don't have to do it, but we need to get a chipper and crew out here to do that. And I guess the trees have been done out front, and Mr. Danner had done some light repair, there's been a timer. That's about all I know. It's all going on around the church. Bill had done some trimming on trees here, I guess, the last couple of weeks, so that's basically all I know. So, anybody got anything else, let me know.
Our microphone's not working up there, guys, so if you could speak up a little bit louder.
Yeah, I think this is on. Oh, now it's on. Yeah, so I appreciate all the work the trustees are doing. They're doing a lot of work around here. It's a lot of time away from family because you got to come in and actually do the work. I mean, Bill can testify to that for the last 20 years doing that. You know, that's a hefty job. So if there is anything that comes up that you see around the church that you think, hey, maybe we could do something about that, talk to Ron. Don't come to the deacons, talk to Ron. So you have that open permission, talk to Ron. Call him, text him. Yeah, his number is Yes, Carol.
On behalf of all the women in the church, we would like to thank whoever did the faucets, for 2 working faucets. Yes.
I think that was Rick Keezer. He doesn't like anybody to toot his horn, but it was Rick. So thank you, Rick. And it was much needed in the men's bathroom too. Yeah, that was annoying in the men's bathroom too. All right, thank you, Rick, for that. When Sam was here, he had discussed the possibility of AWANA, maybe where we were at in respect to AWANA in the coming year. I'm encouraged by the turnout we had at VBS. So I think if we can get motivated about getting some door hangers out there and get some people to call some of the students, I think if we get motivated to do that, I think we can have a good AWANA year. So I'm encouraged in that respect. So I'm not sure if we're willing to go forward and taking a step back from AWANA. I'm not sure if we're going to do that yet. That's something that maybe we can discuss with Sam when he gets here. So right now, we're going to move forward with starting with AWANA September 14th. But we do need helpers. We need helpers in respect to leaders, and we need an AWANA commander. Rick was the AWANA commander last year, and he said he's willing to do it if no one else will. But I know how Rick is, and that's kind of he wants to do it, but he wants to do it because it needs to be done. So if there is anybody out there, male or female, it's okay. It doesn't have to be. There's no restrictions on male or female leadership. If you feel like you need to, if you feel like you can help in that respect, let us know, and we can move forward in that. Also, I know Melody was talking about possibly moving up to a different grade level, and the Cubbies need help big time. The Cubbies are such a wiry, very wiry. It's very, very hard to have 2-year-olds, 3-year-olds, up to 5, right? Up to 4. 3 and 4-year-olds for 2 hours or an hour and a half in a room is very, very difficult for just 2 people. Ideally, 4 people would be perfect, from what I saw. Yes, or scale it down to an hour maybe, I don't know.
That works for me.
Yeah. So we know it's hard working with those young kids because we don't know exactly what they're taking in. They can't read, they can't write, they can't do anything but, slobber and, So it's hard. It's hard. So, if you feel like you can help out in that age group, please let us know, because we really appreciate the help in the Cubbies class. It's really difficult to teach those classes. Also, I am currently evaluating the teen ministry. Right now, the last year, we've only had 3 teens. So we may take a step back from the teen ministry for a year unless there's someone out there who is really motivated and really wants to get involved with the teens. We had a large group, a family that was here faithfully every single week, but they're now attending another church for Wednesday nights. So we've had 2 or 3 kids for the last year, and I love being there with those kids, but I feel bad for them because it's almost kind of hard for them to be there because there's not really much that they can talk about. I can only relate so far, and there's not much that happens between them. So that's something that I'm praying about, and I hope that you would pray with me about the teen ministry, because it's something that me and Michelle are very near and dear to. We love the teens. We love working with those kids. I've got to know Nick and Josh and Rebecca this last year, and I hate to not be with them every single week. But I feel almost bad for them because it's like, man, almost boring for them, So anyways, that's something that we're praying about, we're evaluating. So please pray with us in that respect. Maybe the teens can work with Cubbies. Yes, Carol.
Does the helpers that volunteer for AWANA have to be church members?
Helpers, no.
Teachers, yes.
Teachers, the lead teachers, yes. Good question.
I think there was a stipulation that has to be saved up. There was a stipulation when Victoria was doing it, but back under different leadership.
I don't know, that's something we'll have to discuss, but as of right now, no, they don't need to be members as volunteers. Because we have parents, I think we had last year, one of the parents was involved in Cubbies. She was there every single week with her daughter, so kind of. Yeah, so as of now, no, but that's something that we can discuss as a deacon board, let you guys know for sure. Foundation. Questions on that, Awana? Okay. Foundation ministry, the ladies from the foundation, you guys have probably noticed in the last couple of months they haven't been here. It's because they had the issue with the security clearance and getting background checks. So we have submitted all the paperwork that we need to submit. Now it's up to them to get it processed and get it done so we can start busing the ladies back over here. We have not forgotten about the ladies. We have not stopped ministering to them. We want to continue to work with them. Michelle and Stephanie haven't gone over there pretty much all summer except for the first month or so because of this background check issue. So
I've written a few letters to some of the ladies where they have not been forgotten.
yeah.
I was going to mention that now that the seats are out of the van, if people wanted to get background checked and lifescan, they could drive the van without the license.
Excellent. Good. That's a good point. We took out the extra seats in the main van, the new van. We took out the seats, so now there's only 10 seats, I think, in there. So if you don't have to have a Class B license, so anybody with a regular driver's license can drive that van. So that's something that I think will help us alleviate, always having Joe and Mario do, because they're the only ones with the license to be able to drive those vans. So that's going to help out quite a bit.
Well, do the people who ride with them have to be lifescan too?
I'm not sure. I think so.
The women that ride along because Michelle,
Because I was, good, maybe it's new.
It's something that's new.
It was something that was required this whole time, that we slipped under that
Yeah.
radar.
Oh.
They never questioned it, and to this day, they really wouldn't question it, but because when me and Stephanie went there, I did not leave until I had 100% understanding of what the new policy was. Anyone going in or out of the facility for any reason has to be life scanned.
Or taking the ladies.
And anybody taking the ladies has to be life scanned. So although what I think how we slipped under the radar was the woman just sat in the bed and never got out. So, whenever they would see me or staff, they would know, they recognized us, but if there was a new person, they didn't make waves. They knew we were with the church, and that's where I think the issue started, because we did get special treatment when we would go. But they got infected and they found out that we weren't
and I
life
think
scanned.
that women lifescan, it would really take some of the pressure off Michelle and I, when we're leaving kids here during church.
Yeah, me and Stephanie would go all the time consistently with the men, and our children would be running amok.
And our husbands were.
And our husbands were in these meetings, so it really spread us thin. Yeah, well, some people did care. Some people definitely did care. So I think if any female in general would to help lift some of that burden off of me and Stephanie, it'd be greatly appreciated. And also for the men. I mean, it takes 20 minutes, and these are me, Stephanie, Joe, Mario, and Stan, we're consistently missing our Bible study hour, which we were glad to do, but if it's a possibility, that's where it would definitely help us in the one ministry that we're able to sit and learn, to not always have to leave that one time that we get to actually sit and get student, because we're constantly teaching. So it would be a great help, I think, for us, and I'm going to start asking for help in those areas, so I'm hoping that it won't be difficult for people to say, yeah, I can do that. So if you need information on life scanning, I know, Joe, I think, do you still have blank papers?
Joe's number is,
Joe's number is, or you can just go straight to the downtown area. You actually have to go to the sheriff's office, and you just walk right in and tell them you're there to get life scanning.
for the jail, for the prison county.
You can go to the county jail also, you can go to the county jail also and get it cleared. If you tell them you're doing it for the Women's Foundation and you're doing it for your church, it's a $25 fee versus a $45 fee. $20.
That's all I paid was 20.
Was 20.
But
So-
save the sheet they give you,
Yes.
because we have to turn it in.
Yeah, don't leave it there. But I'm sure they probably wouldn't make you, so if anyone can help in that way, or if anyone wants to help with our Bible study, any women who are willing and ready to go with that too, once our Bible study starts back up, that would be also great to have more ladies, more familiar faces for them to come to. Because some of the ladies that are coming are there for 3 months before they can even come to church. So some of them want to be more familiar with us before they even come to our service. So I think that
People click with different,
yeah, people click with different people, and they seem safer when our guard comes down and we share some of our testimony with them. They feel a little safer coming into the church, because some of the ladies were really kind of intimidated coming into our church. So it'd be nice for them to meet a recognizable face when they come into our service.
Well, we are a scary bunch.
Huh?
We are a scary bunch.
We are.
Presley.
Not on that, but on the subject of sharing ministries. I am looking for another adult, male or female, to do junior church for the K through 4 come September. Okay, to rotate in. Tammy and I are, I think I've got the younger ones taken care of, because there's some that prefer to work with the younger ones. So I think I got the younger ones taken care of, but I need one more to rotate in with Tammy and I on the K through 4, the kindergarten through 4th grades. Okay? So just come on over and tell me you want your name on the list.